Okay, so we got it going here. Hi again. It's me. Um, I have a new microphone. I'm pretty excited about it, and it's got some noise cancellation, so I think it's gonna sound better than the iPhone mic. Let me get you set up here. Today's a little different because I've been working. I've been really busy with work. I've been trying to make myself do these masonry jobs, um, and yeah, it's been going good. We're getting better at it. Sometimes it's hard because you know you, you want to go to work and make money, but you don't have to, or at least I don't, because like you make but you got to make yourself do it. When it comes to you owning your own business or working for yourself, for instance, think about people that Uber drive or Uber Eats. Like they can work whenever they want. They don't have to, but they can work whenever they want. So that's kind of in the same boat. But so I did it. I went to work, made some money. Um, it's going to be really cold next week here in Wilmington, North Carolina. We usually don't get this cold, so I actually haven't been able to work, which I've said on my channel a few times. But it's time for um. So in other words, I'm trying to get focused here. I've been off all week. You ever had those weeks? This week, my mind has just been off. I don't know what it is, um, but either way, I made some progress this week. Now we're going to start on stand up. I did do the my workout earlier. It was a very basic workout. My body's tired because I started doing arms and I did biceps. They were burning, they hurt. I did triceps, they started cramping up. And I think it's because I drink a lot of Red Bull while I'm on a job. Hold on, there we go. And like since I drink so many Red Bulls, I think my body gets dehydrated. I don't know. Either way, I just did like a light workout, very easy. Tomorrow and the weekend is going to rain, so I got all weekend to do whatever I want to do. So the main thing I'm going to do is focus on stand up. I talked to my brother. I was talking to my brother earlier, and he said we was talking about something about, and it referred back to the joke. I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm working on a joke, about that because we'll joke and shoot the shit. And I told him I was like, oh yeah, man, I got a joke about that. Kind of like uh, how men can climax faster or come faster than women. I know we're pretty. It was funny when we were talking about it, but it was like this other thing. But I was telling him about it, and I was trying to explain what the joke was, and I couldn't get it down, and I don't because I haven't really fleshed it out yet. And he was like, he dissed the fuck out of me. He's like, "Oh, that was so funny, I forgot to laugh," and like really roasted me. And I've been thinking about it all day. So Nick, if you're watching this, thanks a lot, bro. You have discouraged me from doing stand up, but that's okay. I gotta tell myself when I think about this stuff. I've been doing this stand up routine with y'all. It doesn't have to be funny. Not this early on. I want it to be funny. I want to try to make it to where it's funny, but it doesn't have to be a perfect joke, like a perfect set up punchline. I just not there yet. I will say I was thinking about this earlier too. It's one of my one of my first routine that I had done about 5 years ago. I was saying all this stuff that I thought was funny and thought would actually bring good laughs. But the one thing that did bring laughs that I didn't expect was this part. So I go in this whole thing about I was talking to this girl and she was crying because she got a B on her test. And I'm like, a B? You got a B on your test? And I'd already set it up that I was from a trailer park and that kind of thing. And I was like, you got a B on your test. If I would have got a B on my test in my day, like the whole trailer park would be jumping. And I got a laugh out of that, which was kind of weird. But I didn't expect that. So I got a laugh out of that. And then I kind of went on after that. I was like, yeah, the whole trailer might be jumping. So they come to the house. I'd hang it up on the fridge. There'd be a line going out the door like it was like, so they could witness it like it was the fucking Mona Lisa. And I got a laugh out of that. I don't think that's that funny. But it was more funny than the other stuff I thought might hit. Um, so I don't know. I'm hoping this whole routine has a little bit of that too. Like maybe there's something in here that can get some laughs. Um, I think it's all cohesive as far as from a conversational point, I think it's got some funny stuff. And I mean, I like it when I read over it. So I think I can make it work. You know? And again, at first, that's all you can do is just give it a shot. So if you're watching this and you're also wanting to do stand up, I'm there with you, brother. We're there together, sister. You know, like let's just do it. Just do it. Get on here and like if you're having if you're feeling reluctant to write, I'm here to tell you that just get started. Do 5 minutes of writing, and it'll help. Film it, kind of like I'm doing. I didn't want to write tonight, but I watched a Sam Sulek video, and him doing his workouts, and I was like, man, I'm just going to start writing. I'm going to talk and do a little video and talk about it, and then we're going to do like a long writing set and see how it goes. Because I've also been listening to Rogan's podcast all day and Theo Vaughn and all these different clips. Donnell Rawlings on Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay on YouTube, and like just hearing them all talk about it, man, it's really inspiring to me. To be in that field will be so awesome, to be amongst those kind of in that kind of realm, not even have to be at that level, just amongst the underlings, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's cool. But if you're watching this and you're wanting to do stand-up, this is your sign to sit down and write. Like today. Go ahead and sit down and write. Just do it. Go through, read some other stuff you thought was funny earlier or something, and just give it a shot. So let's we've done this. We're going to go through these two separate sets. Well, I got to film them and see and actually do that. I don't know if I'll actually go through that with you or not, because it's just me like going through what I'm going through with y'all, except no stops and no edits. I might ad-lib a little bit and see what my average time is. Like if I slow it down, if I speed it up, like where am I kind of landing? And if I can get in that 2 minute, 2.5 to 3 minute range, then I'm golden. But I'll since we've already been editing this a lot, if something pops up, I'm probably going to stop and start messing with it right then and there, because that's just what I do. But if not, I'm just going to keep going with it all the way to the end, and we'll see if it's going to work or not. Okay, so calling up. Okay, don't get too excited. It's been a long time since I've done this. It's been a while. That is true, but I love to lie and say it to people too, especially to a woman. Like when we're about to have sex, it's like it's been a while, and in other words, it's going to be a quick one. They know I'm full of shit, and sometimes they're like, it's okay. And I take that as like, it's okay, because if it's quick for you, it's never going to be quick for me. So it doesn't matter. That's how I look at it anyways. And you can't tell me otherwise. Sometimes you'll come across a woman that'll say, hey, if you finish too quick, I'm going to cut your dick off and put it in my purse so we can think about what it's done. And for some reason, that made me finish even faster. Yeah, it really got me going. As soon as she said it, I fired off. It's not fair for the women. I'm sorry. We literally can get off on our sleep. I'm saying, like, if it were an Olympic sport, I could fire off so fast, I'd be the Michael Phelps of disappointing women in bed. Now, that's a sport where a trans woman could compete and have an advantage against women, right? I mean, come on. There's no controversy to that, is there? I'm throwing that in there. I don't like it. It's But we'll move on. Back to the joke. I made the mistake one time of saying to a girlfriend to, help me help you climax, honey. Fellas, don't do that. It's the most complicated thing in the world. Just don't do it. I've never felt worse about my ability to do something in my life. From now on, just lie to me. Tell me it was great. I'll tell you I love you. And then we can go on and live in happy and blissful ignorance. I'm pro fake orgasm is what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I don't understand why women get mad about these guys. They're lying about their height on their dating apps. Have you heard of this? Like, as many fake orgasms out there, like, allow that 5'8" man to say he's 5'9". I mean, come on. I'm 6 foot tall, so I don't have to say that, of course. I just come a lot. I just come quick. I just come quickly. When I asked her to let me know how to help her have an orgasm faster, I didn't know how hard that would be. I didn't. It's like when you hold the flashlight for your dad while he's working on the car, you don't think it's complicated until you do it. And the feedback isn't all that great either. Yeah, it kind of sticks with you. Like, damn it, hold it where I can see it, where I can see what I'm doing. I'm like, fuck, Dad, man, it's been a long time. It's been a while. I'm sorry since I've used the flashlight. But yeah, I mean, it's okay to lie sometimes, right? With good intentions, just a little white lie. And that's a weird saying. Can we talk about that? A white lie, as if it being white makes it okay? It's like finding a job in Wilmington. It says here on your resume, you're white. That's very impressive. It's fucked up, man. Maybe there's a little truth to it, though, Women tell us these little white lies about being good in bed because, if it was a black lie, it wouldn't be so little, would it? And we have employment, y'all have bigger dicks. And you don't have to hear all these bedroom little white lies those crackers are getting. I think I'd rather have a bigger dick. I've applied to multiple jobs with a bachelor's degree and still don't get hired. They say I need experience. I'm like, you see I'm white, right? Because that's how that works, isn't it? Speaking of black people, I lost a really good black friend of mine not too long ago. Yeah, man, it's real sad. Real sad. Known him for a long time. I make sure I tell people that he's black too, because therefore they don't know that I'm not racist. That's also how that works, right? He didn't die. He just owes me some money. It's like $20. Yeah. Well, my money, bitch. So if any black guys out there need a white friend, there's a position open. I'll be looking at resumes, says you're black. That's good. Also be accepting applications for trans and gay friends too. Being a straight white male from the South, feel like I have a lot to account for. Understandably so. We don't have the best track record. Boom. Bang. Bing. Bam. That's it. I don't know. Nothing really came to me. I ad-libbed a little bit in there. Honestly, it's getting more familiar, so I'm feeling more comfortable paraphrasing, There's still a lot I could do here. I might just go with what I got. I don't know if I want to do the Olympic sport thing and trans women competing against women, that whole thing, whatever. I think I'm good on that one. I'd like to down the road, but I think for now I'm not going to fuck with it. I could also flesh it out more with the fake orgasms, comparing it to abortions. Pro fake orgasm. You could make some connections there that I think would really work. But I'm pretty content with the way it is now. I don't even know where the laughing points are. There's parts that I think are kind of funny. Like what I'll do is I'll highlight it and say, okay, I think that might be funny. That might get a laugh. And like, at some point, I just got to try it. I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Yeah, this is going to be a short video because I don't really have nothing more to edit. I think now it's just a matter of memorizing it. As I memorize it and work it more, I can adjust it more. Yeah. All right. I think that's going to be it for that. But hey, we'll go on to another few jokes here. Let's see. There's some real edgy ones here that I don't even feel like sharing with y'all, honestly. Let's see. They say write what you know, and I don't know, and I don't know. Let's go to a complete different thing. I had some more stuff that added on that like kind of worked, but kind of didn't work. And this is stuff I haven't looked at in a while, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it and see if there's something we can do with it. I mean, this is just like these. The rest of these jokes are. I got them highlighted as if these work. Like this is closer to being ready. I don't know yet. I haven't read these in a while, so we're gonna read one and see how it is. I haven't even highlighted the premise or the laughing points yet to see if it's a possibility. Let's see what we got. Dating after 30. This is what it's called. Dating after 30 is strange. It's like if I were interested in a 25 to 30-year-old. I don't know what. See, I got typos in here too. Sorry. I don't go to. Oh, okay. I see what I was saying. Okay, like I'm only interested over 25-year-olds. Something like that. No, I don't like none of that. There's a little fun thing like being okay. So dating over 30, like I'm not gonna date anybody under 25. It's just not gonna happen. I'm old as fuck. Y'all are stupid. I'm sorry. That's just when I hear y'all talk, it's ridiculous. Like if you're under 25 and you had a mute button, maybe, but even then, probably not. It's too immature. No cap. I think that's funny because like no cap is like that's a new thing. So maybe that can get a laugh. Kind of play that older person part. No cap. Most of the time, even the 25-year-olds is pretty fun. Even the 25-year-olds though, they'll look at me at 33 and be like, maybe, but I think I'll give it a few years, see what happens. It's like, and then I keep going. They're like, it's like it's like at that age, you really want to go through the standard, men and women both, you know, get married, have kids, and then divorce. Yeah, it's kind of after 30 dating is cool though. If you're cool with dating over 30, I don't mind it. Mostly interestingly, equally fucked up people I've ever met. You got divorced moms. You got the hoes that settled down. The married around 25 are still holding on, think they'll change, think that their significant other will change. Or for men, thinking her jujitsu instructor isn't anyone to worry about. That's a good one. I enjoyed that one. I have the whole entire paragraph here. That's the one I like the most, but that's kind of that will only be relevant to people that know about Tom Brady and his wife. I like that one. Yeah, out of that whole thing, there's only one, like that entire paragraph of something that I might think would be funny. You trim the fat, and it ends up being just dissing on poor Tom Brady. That's all it is. So all the rest of it's crap. You can throw it all away. Then I go on. It's funny me. Well, let me read it first. I'm posting this stuff, so I don't want to read it and then be like, ugh, it's not bad. Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. There's nothing really funny about this, but it's like an observation, I guess. It's funny when you meet people under, 23 to 25 years old because they still kind of like, especially if they're just getting out of college, you can see how they're getting out. They're like, yeah, everything's going to be fine and exactly how I planned it. Then they hit 24 and they're like, oh shit, like I can't get a job with this fucking gender studies degree, or yeah. See, even then, like that might be the only thing out of that whole paragraph. I mean, it's like kind of got a little something there. It's like that's like the only funny point. So that's kind of why you see this is kind of my process. Like I'll go through here, find everything, and then like at least have one funny point. Oh shit, it's bad because I got it all backwards. See, I highlight anything that might be funny. And then I go back and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm doing this real quick. I know, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold with me here. We're still working on it. So I'm just gonna highlight everything that I might think will be kind of funny. Okay, so right there, I got all this crap. Two maybe funny things that might go into a joke. And then even then it might suck. I mean, but you can reword it, adjust it, shit on Tom Brady and his misfortunes, or keep going. Shit on the younger generation a little bit, because the younger generation always thinks they know everything. I was that too. I also thought I knew it all, so I get it. Okay, we're getting to clowns. Clowns. This was actually one I was going to start with. Like I got really into this one. I was like, okay, this could really work, or at least I could go up there and try it. So this might be a little bit more worked out. You know what I mean? So we're going to clowns. Like talking about comedians. Okay, comedians. They're like the modern day clowns. Like they seriously, they're not that far. I never understood why kids were scared of clowns too. I thought they were goofy, but never like scary. As broke as I am pursuing this, though, I'm about 2 months away from putting those red shoes on with my white paint and whatnot. At a kid's birthday, like, hi kids, the average person, the average professional clown makes about $38 an hour. And I used to unclog toilets as a maintenance guy for half of that. Most clowns just want to make kids laugh. Get paid doing it and get paid pretty good. Unless you're like John Gacy and then you're just trying to fuck. That is kind of the funny point of that one, you know what I mean? If you know John Gacy, he's that serial killer dressed up as a clown that killed all them kids. And I kind of explained that in the joke. You know who I'm talking about? That serial killer dude. I don't think that's all the way true. He met kids through his business and whatnot. As a clown, he was doing charity events, those parties. He was just trying to make kids laugh. Clowns are great, right? Round of applause. And then if people clap, I can be like, I can fuck with the crowd. Like, y'all just gave a round of applause for a serial killer, you sick bastards. What would your parents think? Yeah, he didn't find his victims from the clown thing. Look it up. Fake news, totally fake news. Fakest news ever. That was the Trump impression, A Biden impression is easy. You just stare off and like mumble. And I'm not good at the impressions. I probably won't even do that. But it's a cool way of like kind of go. And the way that, and then I can go on. This is like a little tag back to what I was just talking about. And the way this joke is going, or the way this set is going, I'll probably be doing an impression of his son in the alley after we're smoking crack. That's like the only thing that might be funny. You won't know until you try it. That's crazy to me. All right, go on. proceeding with this set routine. That's crazy to me, though. I always thought growing up in trailer parks that drugs were the problem. Come to find out, it's having poor family was the problem. Having a poor, uninfluential family was the problem, not the crack. He was on the board for a Ukrainian oil company, gas company, the entire time he was strung out on crack. That shows you that, like, it's not that hard of a job. That's like the homeless guy you avoided eye contact on the way in here is deciding your gas prices. Can you imagine? Okay, guys, let's charge him $30,000. And can I borrow $20 from everybody in his room? Or something like that. So, a lot of crap. Could work, most likely couldn't. Needs a lot of revision. Yeah, and that's okay. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any more of this dirt. I got to go through this and actually work it like a lot. But it's a lot of ideas that could be fleshed out to something else. It's a good start though. So I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this video short. It's approaching 30 minutes and we're doing all stand-up today, baby. Tomorrow I'm going to spend a lot of time on this. I was watching some of the comedians talk. They said they did like an hour of like getting bits together before they even tried their open mic. I'm like, geez, you get a whole hour ready? Like, how do you know if it works or not? You know what I mean? I guess you just get at what you like doing what I'm doing for like you get an hour's worth of material. And then if it works, you go up there and you try it. And then you flush it out even more and then see what happens with it. Right now, I mean, after reading that stuff that I had already, like, that I haven't looked at in a while, you know, that's nothing. There's like maybe 2 things that might have a funny hit on stage just because, you know, I don't know. And I got even more. I got 3 or 4 more pages of stuff on top of that. It's going to be a process, baby. It's going to be a process. The rest of the evening, I might mess around with this a little bit more. I think I might just stick with it tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. The main thing is we're finishing up with our stand-up YouTube video for today. And if you're asking and wondering why I have a toboggan on inside my house, it's because it's cold. And I cut my heat down to where it doesn't cut on as much. Yeah, my power bill has went through the roof, dude. It is ridiculous. We're freezing over here. So layer up, keep that power bill down. Good luck next week. See you tomorrow because we're doing this again. Bye.